Okay, this will be an interesting one. I haven't done one of these before. Let's see how we go with it. Trying to decide between 70.7 and 81.6. This will be an interesting piece. Okay, let's see what we've got. We've got here the Porsche 911 RS book. It's missing a front cover, but it's all about Porsches, of that, or at least of that particular type or model. Anyway, this is what we're photocopying. We're photocopying this total spread of our Porsche. Of course, it's a rich person's, you could say it's a rich person's magazine, but maybe a dreamer who doesn't have the money to afford the car can just afford this magazine, or this, they call it a book, but it's more like a magazine. But yeah, someone who can't afford the actual car can probably just afford this. So yeah, it's probably just as much a dreamer's book as it is a rich person's book. So, but Porsches are real status symbol cars, if you could say. So many people want one. It's not my cup of tea, even if I become rich. When I become rich in the future, building the best photocopiers on earth, I'm certainly not going to be buying myself a Porsche or a Porsche, whatever however way you pronounce it. But basically, it's not my cup of tea to spend money on luxury goods like this, in my opinion. I'd much prefer to give most of my money away to humanity, to help humanity, and to fund scientific discoveries such as fixing up climate change. So, you know, I'm not interested in all this stupid show-off shit that the rich typically aspire to. And they don't care about the planet normally, so they just care about making themselves rich and fucking everything and everyone else. But, you know, I thought I'd make it as a demo piece. This only cost me $1 because it had a missing cover, and it was one of those rejected magazines. That looks really quite interesting. I think we can run with that. It's a funny looking rendition of a Porsche. I'm wondering which part of it's going to be the centre of the job. Going to make that the centre, and we maybe, I don't know what to do with it. It's an interesting one. It looks really fucking funny. It looks funny. So I'm wondering how big we're going to make it. Going to make it 200 on the horizontal. Actually, that's too big. We can't have that. Fuck. No, what am I doing? Going to make it 104 on the horizontal, and on the vertical we're going to add some enlargement. So we're going to make it 150 on the vertical. But yeah, you can see it's a real rich person's status symbol, the Porsche. Now I've got all this shit around here, sorry. But basically it's a real status symbol for the rich, these fucking stupid cars. Wondering if we can make it a little bit big on the horizontal to pull it across. So we're just going to go 115. So let's see how we go with this Porsche. Some people call them Porsche. I don't know how to pronounce it. Porsche, whatever. I don't care. Who gives a flying fuck? It's just a rich person's shit. Who gives a fuck? I don't care what the CEO of Porsche thinks. He can go fuck himself. Let's see how we go with this. But they are real status symbols. Okay, that looks a lot better. Wondering if maybe we've enlarged it too big. But it looks almost like a shoe, like someone's shoe. Wondering where the centre of the job is going to be. Going to make it there. We're going to make it a less. That's what we just did there. So we're going to make the horizontal a lot less. So we're going to make it 110. But yeah, it's just a status symbol, folks, as far as I'm concerned. Porsche or Porsche. I think it's Porsche, to be honest. Anyway, that looks like an interesting appearance. So I'm wondering where the centre of the job is actually going to be. It's going to be there. It's going to look really funny. It's going to look like a piece of shit for the Porsche motoring company. We're going to just going to keep it like that, I think. But yeah, this is Porsche. Okay, looks like a boot, like a shoe or a boot, like I've damaged an old boot, just shaped like an old boot, like what you have on your foot, not a boot in the car, not that sort of boot, but an old boot, a shoe or a boot that's been wet, it's just drying out, it's all bent up. Out it comes. So that's our Porsche. It's not my cup of tea. I don't have... They're nice looking cars, I must admit, and they're obviously high performance, but then I don't drive, so that's probably why I probably appreciate it less, because I don't drive. I don't have the desire to be a motorist. I've never held a driver's license, folks. I've been tested to get one, but I failed and I never went for it again. I can't drive anyway. So anyway, that looks really strange. I think now we can call this demo quits.